Hello everyone, welcome. This is the Elitist, here with my first discussion video on the video game Destiny. Now, as most of you know, a lot of people don't like what Destiny has been doing. And that's lots of problem with loot drops and rewards and engrams turning into nothing. So here's what happened. They decided to release, or they're going to release a 1.0.2 update, which is coming out next week. Just announced today. And here are the patch notes, right here. Enjoy. Let's take a look at them real quick. Let's just review over them. Legendary engrams will always produce legendary or better quality, including materials or exotics. Okay. Rare engrams will always produce rare or better quality items. Sorry, speaking bad today. Poorly. So that means blues are only going to produce rare or better. Blue or better. So no greens. No more greens from blues. So I'll explain my thoughts on all this stuff after. Rare engrams will have an increased chance to produce legendary quality items. So blues now have a better chance to produce purple items. The next thing that we're looking at here is daily changes. The daily heroics, weekly heroics, and Vanguard Tiger, which is the level 24, will include rare and legendary engrams, in addition to their existing rewards. Well, how do you like that? Item changes. Ascendant materials have been promoted to legendary to closer associate them with the gear they are used to upgrade. Okay, and legendary items and legendary engram items that exist in your inventory will be demoted to rare. All right. And look at the last part there. So decode them while you can, but let's be honest. Even if you don't, we all know they were blues already. Is that supposed to be a snide statement? Is that supposed to be a joke? Why are they joking about how they just, like... I mean, that's going to make some people mad. They're going to be like, well, of course they know it's already going to be blue because I designed it like that. It's a weird decision to me. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Anywho. Okay. So let's look at my thoughts on this. Okay, so here we go. Legendary engrams will always produce legendary better, including materials and exotics. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I don't want that to oversaturate the market though, because we'll also be getting more legendary engrams. So here's hoping they didn't increase it exponentially. Rare engrams will always produce rare better. Now that's nice. That's a really good one because greens from blue engrams are stupid. There's no point. You don't use them. I mean, they don't even give you anything good except for tiny amount of glimmer and weapon parts. Which, if they just gave us more blue items and purple items, we get the weapon parts. Rare engrams will have an increased chance to produce legendary quality items. Now here's where I'm not sure what this means. Does this mean that they have a better chance because there's no possibility of getting a green when you have a blue engram, or do they actually increase the amount or the chance to get a legendary? Now here's the problem. I don't want to get a legendary quality item every time I get a blue, and every time I get a legendary, I get a legendary. And let's say I get a better chance of getting legendary engram. I don't want to get to level 20 and then have the game just hand me all the legendaries and then I'm done in like 3 or 4 hours. That's what I'm worried about. I like to work for the things that I can get in the game. So, well, you know, I'm hoping that it's like a good mix, because I don't want the game to be too easy, but I don't want it to be too hard either. If I'm working like a dog and I'm getting nothing, that's not cool. If I'm working like a dog and I'm getting some cool stuff, now that's different. But that doesn't happen very often. So what I'm saying is I hope the balance is good. I hope the balance is good, I guess. I don't want them to oversaturate or undersaturate. Well, provide nothing. So, now this one, the activity changes, is good. I'm glad they're finally adding some more rewards for doing your stuff. Now, because of the already change to engrams, I'm hoping that the rare and legendary engrams you get in these don't just... I mean, if you do 3 strikes and you get 3 legendary engrams and get 3 legendary items, well, that's a lot. Let's say you get 3 rares and 2 of them turn into legendaries. I mean, that's 2. That's like an hour. that's like an hour, even less of an hour of playing, and then all of a sudden you just have some legendaries. I mean, especially if you hit level 20, because level 20 is when you can start equipping those legendaries. So, I don't know. You might even get legendaries before you hit level 20. When you're getting blue engrams, when you're level 18, 19, you can get a legendary and then just keep it for a little bit. So, I'm hoping it's not just immediate, because the point of the game is to get better gear, to gear up, to feel like you've progressed in the game. I don't want it to be so easy that it's just, when you hit level 20, doesn't matter, because you're going to get legendaries in like 5 minutes. I think it's kind of interesting that the Ascendant materials have been promoted on the item changes there, because at least there is still some progression, because you're not going to, if you get all your legendaries, you're not going to just be level 20 or level 30. You're going to be level 26. And then you have to slowly upgrade your legendaries to hit the higher levels, as well as your exotics. But that's nice. That's nice. What that means is that there's still some progression, regardless of what happens. So that makes me feel a little better. I don't know. Let's see how that worked out. Legendary engram items that exist in your inventory will be demoted. Okay, that does not affect me. If it affects you, if you're hoarding them, so it's going to be, the legendaries will be demoted to rares. But the thing is that when they're rares during the patch, you have a better chance of getting legendaries and a better chance of no chance of getting any greens. So I don't know why they're telling you to decode them, because you still have a pretty good chance of getting something good from a rare engram now. So if right now from a legendary engram you can get blues and materials, and just materials, you might as well wait, because the rare one will at least have you a better chance of legendary. In fact, I think it might be a better chance at a legendary for a blue engram during the patch than it is right now for a legendary engram to be a legendary. I know that sounds odd, but I mean, that's just the truth. It does not bother me so much. I don't care about that. I don't hoard them. But my thoughts are, I don't want them to saturate the market with legendaries. And there's no point in even grinding for rep, because then you're going to have legendaries 5 minutes in. Now, I think they definitely should have taken greens out of the blue engrams. No greens. Greens are pointless at level 20. They literally do nothing for you. I like the activity changes that you get more rewards, but I don't want to have a full set of legendaries 10 minutes into being level 20. That would completely defeat the purpose of reputation gains and marks and stuff. I mean, because at this point, yeah, you can get them and yeah, you can get their items, but you really have to hope that they're better than what you have. Like, they have to be better in a lot of ways, because otherwise there's no... The random ones will probably have better stats, better abilities on them, you know? I don't know. So, this is what we're going to do. Let's try and get a discussion going. Who thinks this will help the game? Who thinks this won't help the game? Who thinks some of it's good, some of it's bad? Does anyone think this will revive what people think the game is? Will the game become good enough that people will come back and play? Will this bring new people in because now it seems enticing to get legendaries? I don't know. Let's start a discussion. Maybe we'll have another video about talking about what you guys talk about. I don't know. We'll see. But this is coming out in a week. This is not live yet. This is a week. So, from the Elitist to you, from Bungie. Let's see what we can do. Let's start a discussion. And hopefully, this fixes some problems with the game that people are having. Thank you everyone for watching. Let's have a good discussion.